Hi, everybody. I'm Mike, and this is Mike Miller Talks Life. Today's quote: confidence is quiet, insecurity is loud. Interesting quote, and you read it and you think, I wonder, is that true? But I feel this quote really speaks to our current culture. We live in a culture that is filled with people who are becoming discussion bullies. They push their ideas and beliefs on others. They intimidate in the conversation. They dominate discussions. They're highly opinionated and they come off loud. I saw an ad recently on Facebook. They were giving away, it was from the Mormons, and they were giving away the Book of Mormon, and had a great little teaser about it, and I saw that there were a lot of comments, and so I thought, Mama, look at those. The large percentage of the comments were from Christians, and I'm a Christian, and I've always been open about that. I was totally shocked and disappointed by the Christians that were responding to this. They were loveless. They were mean-spirited. They were judgmental. And a pet peeve, there were a lot of spelling and grammar errors. I'm sure that if this was a face-to-face discussion, they would be loud, screaming, yelling, attacking. They were being discussion bullies. They were not at all tolerant of a different point of view. Thankfully, this does not represent all of Christianity. Discussion bullies. The quote, I think, is talking about them, and this example reveals to us the need for some serious changes. The quote talks about confidence, and it equates it to a quietness. Confidence is a belief in yourself, and these people who are confident are not easily intimidated or threatened. They know their stuff, whatever it might be, whether it's sports or their job, or maybe it's a political platform they line up with, or maybe their religious beliefs. They're confident in what they believe. And even if they come up against people who disagree, it doesn't threaten them. They're confident. Confidence can be acquired. We can learn more. We can improve, and our confidence rises. I, for one, really enjoy quiet, confident, non-arrogant, intelligent people. I like hearing them share their opinion. I like hearing them give lectures or lead discussions. I like seeing how they react to different points of view. I'm always left wanting to hear more from them, even if I don't agree with them. I still enjoy hearing them talk, seeing how they lead out and handle discussions. The quote also says that insecurity is loud. Psychologists tell us that people who are overly loud and intimidating when they're sharing their point of view is often a compensation for insecurity and fear. They lack confidence that they pretend to have. Their knowledge is often limited, and they don't have a lot of depth to their knowledge, and so they're quickly intimidated when they're confronted with different points of view. To them, disagreement is threatening. It can't be tolerated. They feel like they are being attacked, and they're not comfortable around people with different points of view. A lot of times they're just fearful about the topic itself. And as they present what they think. You can see the underlying fear. In our current culture, the winner of a debate is no longer the one who has the best points and the best argument, one that's well thought out and researched. No, the winner is somebody who's dominant and talks over the other person so that they can't get a word in. They're determined to be the winner. But I wonder, is that really winning? Because it doesn't have a positive impact. It doesn't win people over. And it's not building long-term relationships. The quiet, confident people have greater influence. Even if you don't agree with them, you like them. Increasing our volume, talking over people, being a discussion bully pushes people away. It makes us not want to listen to them. They come off like a jerk, and they continue to promote the major division in our nation. To decrease this loud, intimidating way, to stop being a discussion bully, there's a few things that need to start happening, I think. We need to listen more. James, the brother of Jesus, gives great advice when he says, be quick to listen, slow to speak. And he's simply saying, just wait when somebody's talking. And not wait for your turn, but listen while they talk. We need more listening. We need to ask questions. Be curious, trying to draw people out and to find out what they really believe about something. It's interesting because this is when you learn. If you just get people to talk about what they really think, you very well could learn something about what you think. I listened to two scholars just recently on a discussion, an hour-long discussion on YouTube, and it was about a very important topic in Christianity, a core belief that we hold. Man, I was just eating this up. I was taking notes, I was listening, I was repeating, playing back, and it was just fascinating to hear men. These men were so brilliant in their field. And I was impressed with the respect that they had for one another and how they would compliment one another in their individual work. And one of them said, I really never realized this information before. I'm thinking, oh my gosh, is there something you hadn't thought of? I can't believe it. They're so smart. And just that level of respect. And they came to the conclusion, that we really do agree more than we disagree. And the host of the program said, we'll have to get together again. And I thought, oh my gosh, I'm not missing that because it was so good. And it's in those kinds of discussions that we learn so much. They weren't overriding each other, over talking. They weren't trying to dominate. They weren't calling each other names. They were just presenting information and talking about it. Listen more. I think it helps to learn more. Confidence comes from being well-read. As our knowledge increases, so does our confidence, and we can enter into discussions relaxed and less threatened. I've just seen this in discussions where The larger the knowledge base one has, the greater the confidence and the more relaxed they are. They're just discussing. They're not threatened. And boy, I really challenge you to become a life learner, just lifelong learner. Even if you've completed your degree, just continue to be a learner. Be a reader. Read when you come across somebody that you don't agree with, read their point of view. See what they really think. And then read more about your point of view. And always be learning and comparing so that you can grow in your confidence about what you think. Read things beyond what you read on Facebook. If your only source of information is what you discover on Facebook, you have a limited amount of information. Most of the information you hold is probably inaccurate. So branch away from that. I mean, one of my favorite things to do that I learned when I was in college is when I was reading a text to look at who they quoted, read their bibliography, their footnotes, and read those people. That's how you learn. And you want to be a learner. It just begins to bring confidence to you about what you think. And it'll even help change your mind about some things. I think we need to respect more. People matter more than your point of view. People are valuable. They're important. And we don't want to just trample all over another person with our idea. I think it helps to be gentle and respectful of this person. There are a lot of ideas, and everybody has the right to think what they want. That's one of those core beliefs we hold about our country, and it's valuable. Think what you want. I'm not saying there's not right or wrong. I'm not saying there's not true and false. I believe there is truth. I do not believe that that's your truth and this is my truth. I don't like that phrase because it waters down the whole idea that there is right and there is wrong. So I'm there. I believe those kinds of ideas about truth. But I think we need to learn to be gracious in our discussions. We need to season our conversations in such a way that people will listen, will think about it. Take the edge off what you say. It doesn't hurt anything. It doesn't water down the truth. It makes you a respecter of people. And finally, be humble. More humility is needed. We misunderstand humility. We think it's weakness, but it's great strength. It's not putting yourself down. It's not talking about how bad you are, any of that. It's just thinking of yourself less and thinking of others more. Everything isn't about you. All discussions don't center around the information you have. And we need to be fully aware of our strengths and weaknesses. That's a sign of humility. Hey, yeah, I know some things, but I don't quite know that. Or just this attitude of humbleness. The humble are calm. They're not arrogant. They're not trying to dominate and control. They're not threatened. They're pretty secure about who they are and what they think. They don't force people into compliance. They influence them to think a new way. And they're not a jerk. My model for humility has been Jesus Christ. I'm a follower of Jesus, Christian, and he was humble. I believe that Jesus Christ was God in human form. And if that's true, he was the smartest guy in the room all the time. And yet we see him coming across as humble, respecting people, influencing people, accepting people. And it was so powerful. I love this quote. It makes me think. Confidence is quiet. Insecurity is loud. I'm becoming insecure if I get loud and forceful and put down somebody else's argument. And I'm confident when I can listen and just do a give and take discussion. We need more discussions like that. We need to rid ourselves of discussion bullies. Confidence is quiet. Insecurity is loud. Hey, thanks so much for listening. I hope this gives you something to think about, or maybe something to discuss with somebody or share with somebody. If you like it, I hope you'll click like and or maybe subscribe. You know, I try to always say this. It really means a lot that you would listen, take the time to listen to this and then respond in some way. Or sometimes I hear that somebody has shared what I've said, and I love that because I just want to be helpful and want to get the word out about things I think. And some of these quotes that we see around are filled with good thoughts and insights. So, thanks. And until next time, I hope you have a good week, and I hope you stay healthy.